Hello and welcome back. Who am I on? I am on Libras. Libras are up next. I just did Virgo. It's hot. I'm getting a little brain fog at the moment here, Libras. But welcome back. I'm glad to see you. Thank you for being here, Libras. I'm doing your June 2021 readings. Going to look at your challenge, your advice, your potential outcome for each week. Clarify that up with the final five at the end of the reading. Take a look at the bottom of the deck, see what that has to offer for your overall energy for the month. And of course, I'll be pulling a couple of oracles for you. Probably like Whispers of the Lord Ganesha deck, or the Archangel, or the ever quirky crystal cards that I have for you. So I hope everybody's doing well and blessed and stable, safe, and secure, right? Because that's what we all want here, Libra. Bear in mind, Libras or cross watchers, that this is a general reading, so it will not resonate for everyone. So take what does and leave the rest. You know when it's meant for you. You know what parts are meant for you. So it's worth sticking in there and watching the whole thing if you can, especially as I get to the end of the reading here with the oracle cards that really seem to hone in on individual energies here. And then, of course, if you have a challenge or situation you'd like more guidance, clarity, or support on, Libras, by all means, reach out to me. I love doing personal readings. I am taking personal readings at this time. So all my information is either linked in the description below or the About section of my channel as to how to contact me. And let's see, I think that's it for housekeeping here, Libra. So without further ado, starting out with Queen of Wands energy, and that's an absolutely beautiful energy to start out with, even as a challenge, even if she's in your challenge spot. So I apologize too, the lighting's kind of odd because I've finally cleared it up a little bit by pulling the curtains some more, but it's really hot here, really bright in Vermont, and I don't mind the heat, the humidity kills me. So the lighting in particular, though, I've got it like blasting on this side, and now I've darkened that side, so hopefully the camera lighting will stabilize here. Okay, so let's see. Yes or no for advice? No. Yes or no for advice? No. Yes or no for potential outcome? Yes. Yes or no for challenge? Yes. Okay, so that's going into week 2. Now I need some advice for week 1. That's odd how that happened. Thank you. We've got the World card energy. Okay, I like that. I really love week 1, the way it looks for you guys. You've got the Queen of Wands, you've got the World card energy, and you've got the Ace of Cups here, Libra. So really beautiful start to the month here, potentially. Now, bear in mind, Mercury is still in retrograde, at least until the end of the month. I think it's around the 23rd or 24th. So all those communications, mechanical things, tech issues, you know, all that kind of throws people off for a moment, just so that way things can like kind of reset in the button here, get worked out, get clarified, get fixed. Some of us, it's vehicles, gotta fix vehicles during this period of time. Things have been putting off fixing is usually, or putting off communicating. During this period of time, it's kind of like a force to make it happen. Also, too, if the major arcanas are kind of like the meat to your reading, the most pertinent parts, if a card is repeated, that's the way the universe's way of saying, yeah, I really meant to say that. So pay attention to those cards in particular. The rest of it's kind of everyday stuff, and they're really communicating well at the moment for you, Libras, too. So I hope y'all press like and subscribe here as the reading continues, because it's feeling good, Libras, feeling good. Okay, 2 more, thank you. Okay, and finally, beautiful. Okay, bottom of the deck, Libras. King Swords energy. He's all about strategizing, coming up with a plan, lots of integrity, being honest with oneself, being honest in a situation here, Libra. This is your overall energy to the reading. Critically thinking is also one of his traits. Keen intelligence. speaking clearly, speaking one's truth. Honesty, yes. Fairness, yes. And calling to action. He's not afraid of war. He can be a little bit cold at times because of it, because he's seen a share of sorrows. Yes, just like his queen. That's how come those two get along. That's their commonality. And tough love energy as well is his nature. But really coming up with plans, clearing up thoughts, all that good stuff is going to be present here in your reading. You're going to see. So, Queen of Wands energy. Let's start with her as your challenge. She's that vital, spicy, very, very faithful energy is the Queen of Wands. She's beautiful. She's full of vitality. She's full of creative spark. She fosters and nurtures all those creative endeavors, those passions that are underneath the surface, that energy of I really want to do this, but I don't know if I can. She says go for it. We'll figure it out as we go along. Make it happen. Turn those ideas, turns those creative projects. Make things happen for yourself is really her energy here. Follow your bliss is what the challenge is with that. Your advice card is that you've mastered something. This is the end of the hero's journey, is the world card energy, which curiously is ruled by Saturn, which is retrograde right now. But nonetheless, Libras, this is about you coming to a point in your life where it's an end of a cycle, end of one cycle, so that way a new one can begin, truly. But you've matured during the process. You've gained some knowledge. You've gained some wisdom along the way. Could be dealing with a fixed signal, or all the fixed signals are present here. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius out for you. She herself is a little bit more mature than we'd see in some other of the cards. That, again, is that emotional maturity as much as it is like age, sagely wisdom even for many of you. Knowledge, success also in completing something. What's headed your way towards the first week here or in this time frame is the Ace of Cups energy. This is peace of mind. This is tranquility. This is emotional satisfaction. Could even be love, a new romantic relationship for many of you. But it starts with self-love here, Libra, is really the big key ingredient to this. And something that brings you a little bit more of peace of mind in your external environment as well. Coming from those murky depths and blossoming into something beautiful, I feel, for many of you. Week 2, your challenges is getting a new perspective on something. There's going to be a lot of messages coming in. They're coming in fast, and it catches you off guard, Libra. It's not the most comfortable to feel like all these actions, all these ideas, all these things are coming out of nowhere and expecting you to respond immediately. So this is kind of like the energy of I need to retreat, kind of take this information all in, process it for a moment before you respond, because it indeed is catching you off guard. Five of Cups energy here, Libra, is your advice card. This is letting go of that pessimism. Looked beautiful the first week. Now we're going into pessimistic mode. It seems like, because you're grieving something, because you realize you're letting go of something, because maybe you've experienced a loss. That could be why those messages are coming in, whether it's job loss, personal loss, relationships, whatever it is. It's looking at those cups that have spilled and focusing on what's wrong and what's lost rather than what still remains. So this is an advice card is hey, don't forget what you still have around you. Don't forget the opportunities. Don't forget the people. Don't forget the things that do still emotionally satisfy you, especially in the energy of week 2, possibly here, Libra, that is satisfying. And indeed, you can still refill these cups here in the water. You can still replenish them. And then over here is the bridge that may lead to new opportunity, that may lead to something more emotionally stable and sound. You've been called by Leo's energy of the Strength card for a potential outcome too during this time frame, Libra, where this is about having self-confidence, having courage, gentle force in a situation. So yes, standing your ground, being true to yourself, having the self-confidence, and then maybe not so much negotiating as just softly saying, no, this is who I am and what I represent, and standing by that, right? Having the courage to stand by that. Strength card energy could be Leo time season. that this is going to fully manifest, or you could be dealing with Leo's energy. Next up, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune's a great card because this is the challenge, right, in your challenging position for week 3 of divine timing, of being at the right place, the right time. So it's a stroke of luck that's coming your way during this energy. It's Jupiter energy, so it's about expansion, self-expansion. You're growing and in some fashion. You're learning something new even maybe, or it's a new opportunity that brings you, again, more satisfaction, more abundance to your life. We saw the King of Swords out here about transformation energy and strategizing and integrity, and this kind of goes along with that if you're expanding, you're bringing in all those qualities as well. We have the Divine stepping in to clear things up as your advice card for week 3 as well. This is the Ace of Swords energy. This too is mastering some sort of communication, mastering some sort of thoughts, ideas, but bringing about mental clarity to the situation as well. And then finally, you get some more peace of mind with the 4 of Swords energy. This is that deep, well-needed rest and recuperation time. Some of you maybe are going on vacation or something along those lines where you just have this moment of pause in your life. You get a good night's sleep, you catch up with yourself, and you lay down all the burdens of worrisome thoughts, drama, sorrow, in hope here for the future, as we see with that stained glass. Week 4 here, Libras. The challenge is to kind of organize your thoughts, your ideas, those creative passions that we saw you kind of taking flight on at the beginning of the month with the Queen of Wands energy. This is a new avenue to go down, maybe even another new message coming in. New action you take for sure with the Page of Wands, but with all his wonderful ideas, sometimes he lacks performance. Sometimes he sits on things a little too long, so things tend to blow up in his face, or he misses an opportunity. You want to make sure if that's happening, or that feels like that's starting to happen, that you get some counsel, you get someone with more expertise perhaps in the field that you're looking to draw from or looking to explore a little bit, so that way you're not just sitting on ideas and not making any forward movement towards it. Indeed, there's an element, you feel stuck with that energy. Maybe it's self-doubts, maybe it's fears, Libras, but this is the energy of I doubt myself, stuck energy of 8 of Swords. Now, the swords themselves represent thoughts, ideas, and sometimes emotions as well that we have. So it's like being encaged. This person's encaged with their own thoughts and emotions, right? That's why we call it stuck energy. If they could simply take the blindfold off or get out of that mindset of I'm not worthy, I can't, then they can simply walk through all those swords. There's nothing else there keeping them from achieving their goals other than their own mindset. 4 of Cups energy is your final card for week 4 as a potential outcome. This is an opportunity that may be coming your way, but you may be fixated on what else is going on emotionally or what you've seen and done before. In other words, you're not noticing that new opportunity, or you're not taking action on it like we're seeing with the Page of Wands here, because you're still fixated on the emotional stuff of what is already present in your life. You may be very comfortable in your state of self-doubt, is what this is really telling me, Libra. So much so that you may miss out on a new emotionally more satisfying opportunity that's being offered to you. You want to make sure, if you can, to try and leave that transition from that mindset, because you really have the potential to blossom and make some plans come together for yourself. They really look like they could bring you a lot of emotional as well as mental satisfaction to whatever the situation is, whether it's your love life or it's pursuing something you're passionate about. And it doesn't look like anything has to do with money at all for you this month here, Libra. Yes? Okay, yes or no? Yes, okay. So I've got 6 of Wands energy. I've got 10 of Wands energy. This is like calling to action here all the way. I've got the Moon card, the Knight of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. No Pentacles out whatsoever, Libra. Looks like fire signs and water signs only. So, and one more major arcana. Six of Wands, as you may or may not know, is the energy of success. It's someone who takes a risk, goes against perhaps authority to accomplish this, but it's not just a risk they took for themselves. They took it for kind of like the greater good, for those they love, for those around them in their own environment, and they got lucky, right? Just like that Wheel of Fortune indicates. And they became very successful and notable for it. 10 of Wands is somebody who takes on too much of burdens, that is always trying to do everything themselves, is always trying to fix everyone else's problems, but not paying attention to their own. They're working so hard, or they got so many things so many projects going, so many actions they're taking that they don't get to see the fruits of their labor. They don't get to enjoy the success is really what that's indicating, because they don't let others help them. Moon card energy, pardon me, is about those hopes and fears coming into reality, right? That's that underneath the surface, that subconscious energy, those little intuitive nudges where we think something's happening, or we think something's going on in a particular instance, and lo and behold, secrets are revealed, things are illuminated in the dark. We find out maybe who our enemies are, or we find out little tidbits of secrets that were hidden from us for some period of time. Again, going with your guts, that way you can find the balance in this situation, and recognizing that the hopes and fears are there, yes, but it's not always the whole picture in this situation. Then we get the ideal lover card of your Knight of Cups energy. Again, messages could be coming in about a romantic situation for some of you, a new romantic situation possibly as well, that's kind of cleared up and communicated to you. This Knight in particular, he's got a little bit more experience in the seas, emotional seas of life. So he knows how to be a romantic, he knows how to be faithful, he knows how to have fun. Libras. And again, he's the ideal lover for a reason, because he has a sense of harmony, he has a sense of balance and responsibility with him. But real Renaissance kind of man. For the final card, we have the Four of Wands energy. Four of Wands is celebration of anticipation of change. This is like some action that's taken, whether it's a wedding, whether it's a new job, new adventure you're on, that you're passionate about. Could be this relationship, could be simply some ideas you've had lingering around that you finally take action on. But again, the key of it is to have fun, to enjoy it, and enjoy the process of getting there. That's why it's anticipation of change. You know, something big and beautiful is blossoming, something exciting, something wonderful is headed your way here, Libra, when that Four of Wands is out. Okay, let's grab a Whispers of Lord Ganesha card. I'll read from the book on that one. See what we get here. Hi, Ick. And there it is. Let's see what's happening for the Libras. I got sustenance. Interesting. No, Big Bird. What are you doing in the kitchen, Icarus? Okay, it says enjoy the nourishment that life can give you, Libra. Wow. You are in a time of abundance where there is more than enough to support and nourish your desires. Desires are represented by wands. Ganesha encourages you to appreciate all the blessings, treats, gifts, friendships, and love surrounding you now. Nourishing your soul can mean finding interesting, exciting, and stimulating ways to experience life. This is the time to learn, grow, and change. It can also mean that refusing to create, experience, and grow can be determined by you. Only you can truly know what your soul desires. It is essential to find ways to understand and do something about your needs. This means listening to your inner dreams, hopes, and wishes. On occasion, it may mean acting in ways contrary to what others expect or hope from you. Blessed be, Libras. Okay, moving on. Next one, we're going to pull a crystal card energy. And again, thank you for being here, Libras. And just so you know, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, you can catch me live on Facebook, Villagio Strega. I'll be doing the extended readings and bonus readings here in a little bit. I'll post the extended over on TikTok, and of course I'll take the top 5 viewed videos here at the end of next week to upload who's getting the bonuses for the month. So let's see what your crystal card is here for Libras for the month of June, please. Ooh, whatever that one was, it's pretty. Pretty blues, way too many. Let's try that again. Thank you. Tiger Eye. There's some grounding going on. All right, Tiger's Eye. Balance your whole being. What it is, Tiger's Eye is a golden brown quartz displaying a light reflecting optical phenomenon known as chatoyance, or cat's eye, that appears just below the stone surface. Do I have any? I have a red Tiger's Eye out. If you can see that kind of sheen and layers to it. And what else do I have? Do I have any more Tiger's Eye? I got a lot of red Tiger's Eye. I can't find my golden Tiger's Eye. Anyways, who needs it? The currently overthinking and mood-swinging Geminis and Virgos. Where to put it in a string of prayer beads hanging from your middle finger, counted during meditation along with your blessings. You can wear Tiger's Eye. You can have Tiger's Eye in your pocket. You can put it anywhere. It's a very grounding mineral. When to use it? When your thoughts are not your friends. When reading Jungian theories or attempting to decipher Zen koan. When you're all roar and not enough purr. When only equanimity of mind, body, spirit, left brain, and right brain can get you square with the universe. Balance your whole being with Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye is also associated, pardon me, with solar plexus chakra. That's where your empowerment comes from. Your power stance energy. Self-empowerment, self-confidence, knowing your self-worth here, Libras, is what else that represents. Grounding that energy. Okay, one more from the Archangel deck, and let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. It's good to see you all again, and again, thank you for being here. I can't say that enough. What else would you like the Libras to know? There it is. We have compassion. It says, soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself, Libra. Compassion, softening your heart for all involved, including yourself. Blessed be, guys. I wish you all well. Stay cool. Peace.